Hello, we are on to question 14. So let's get cracking, get as many of these done as we can. Write down the next term in the sequence. So these are going up in sevens. So 36 is going to be our next number. Explain how you worked out your answer. Well, I added 7. Okay, the nth term of a different sequence is given by 4n plus 2. Explain why 32 is not a term in the sequence. So 32, 4n plus 2 equals 32. 4n equals 30. And then we do n equals 30 divided by 4. 30 divided by 4, when we put that into our calculator, is 7.5. 7.5 is not an integer. Is not an integer. And then I will probably go on to say that like 30 and 34 are in the sequence. There we go. Okay, that's question 14 done. Question 15, for each graph below, select its possible equation from the list. So for the first one, we've got a quadratic, that's a parabola. It doesn't have anything added to it at all. So this one is e, y equals x squared. This one is going in that negative direction. Again, it goes through the origin. So we've got c there, y equals negative x, we've got that negative gradient. For the next one, we've got a straight line underneath that x. That means that it's y equals, and we'll go with y equals negative 2. So that's b. And finally, we've got a positive gradient. So we're expecting y equals something x. And then plus c, so it's going to be a positive number as well. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got f there as y equals 2x plus 1. So we'll put f in. And that's 4 lovely marks. Excellent. Happy with that. Question 6. Wordy question. Amazing. So Harper's wage is £1,200 each month. They spend a quarter of their wage on rent. They spend 460 of their wage on other items. What fraction of their wage does Harper have left? So we need to give this in its simplest form. But what we need to do first of all, right, we know that the answer is going to be over 1,200. And the first thing we need to be able to do is find out a quarter of that amount. So 1,200 divided by 4, use your calculators, that's 300. And then that 1,200, we need to take away not only the 300, but we need to take away the 460 as well. So 1,200, take away 300 plus 460, and that gives us 440. So 440 is left. Now, one really nice trick in the calculator is if you put this in, or even if you do 440 divided by 1,200, it's going to give you the answer in its simplest form. So 440 divided by 1,200, 11 over 30. 11 over 30. Thank you, Casio. Okay, we go to the next question, question 17. These two triangles are mathematically similar. Work out the value of x. Well, we need to know what we multiply by to get 32. So 20 times by question mark equals 32. So the question mark will equal 32 over 20. 32 divided by 20 is 1.6. So 15 needs to be multiplied by 1.6, and that gives us an answer of 24. Okay, right, next question. 18, 4 marks for this. Lee throws 2 fair 4-sided dice, each numbered 1 to 4. Lee multiplies together the 2 numbers that the dice lands on to produce a score. Find the probability that Lee's score is a prime number. So I'm going to draw a sample space diagram so I can see all of these options. Don't want to mess around here. And we've got to multiply all of them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 12, and then 16. Okay, prime numbers. So the prime numbers that we'll have in here, 1 is not a prime number. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and that's it between 1 and 16. So I'm going to use a red pen to highlight these. So we've got a prime, a prime, a prime, a prime. That's it. And that makes sense because these 4 that I've circled round, I've put a ring round, they all have been multiplied by 1. The others, 3 times 3, well, of course, 3 is a factor, isn't it? So we've got like 9, 3, and 1. Therefore, our answer, let me go back to blue, is 4/16. Question 19. Getting through these quite quickly. Let's go do a little time check. How am I getting on? We've got 9 minutes to go. Right, fountain A squirts water every 24 minutes. B, every 42 minutes. They squirt the water together at 15:19. Find the next time they squirt water together. So 24 and 42, we can turn into a product of its primes. Product of primes. And you can use the calc for that. If you haven't seen my YouTube short, look for that. You can turn a number into a product of its prime. So you put 24 into the calculator and hit equals, and then you do shift, and then there's a time button that's got fact on top of it, which turns it into a product of its prime factors. So 23 cubed times by 3, and then 42, shift, fact. No, get it on the answer line, 42, answer, shift, fact. Do it right, shift, fact, 2 times 3 times 7. Okay, so then we draw that Venn diagram. 24 and 42. 7 isn't in either of them. 3 is in both. And then 2 is in both, leaving 2 and a 2 for the 24. Now, lowest common multiple, we just multiply all of these numbers together. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. That gives me 168. 168. Right. Going to divide this by 60. Right. I need to explain this right. Divide by 60 equals 2.8, but it doesn't mean we add 2.8 to the time. So that means we've got 2 hours, and then the 168, I'm going to take away 120, which gives me 48, so that's 48 minutes. So 15:19 becomes 17:19, and then I need to add 48 minutes, which gives 67, so that's going to be 18:07. No. Yes. No. That is not. I just need to double check all of this. Yes, 1907. Yeah. Got myself confused. 1807. Oh, say it right. Say it right. Tired. It's a Monday today. No, it's not. It's Tuesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is. 1807. Happy with that. You could put PM on at the end, but it doesn't really need that because we've got a 24-hour clock. A second school sends 60 students from year 8 and 105 from year 9 to a museum. The school divides these students into groups using the following rules. The group must be from the same year, and there should be as few groups as possible. Find the size of each group and the total number of groups. This sounds like a highest common factor question, if you ask me. So let's have a look. 60 equals that. Shift fact is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, and then 105. Shift fact 3 times 5 times 7. So when we draw that Venn diagram, we're going to have a 2, a 2, 3 and 5 are in the middle, and 7. That means the highest common factor is 15. So we're going to have group sizes of 15. And then 165, which comes from 105 plus 60, is going to be divided by 15. Divided by 15, and that gives us 11 for the total number of groups. So we have 11 for that. Okay, I'm going to stop there just before we get to question 20 because I want to just end this recording and then start another video. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.